I'm reinventing myself. I'm me and nobody else. Ooh, I can't help but smile.
Hey there everybody, it's Marco here with another one for you. I hope you're all doing well. I'm not doing too shabby here myself. I just noticed I stuck this microphone right over Sulu's face over here. Nothing against Sulu. I actually really like Sulu, but he does have a microphone right on his face today. Anyway, if you haven't guessed, I am going to be talking about other microphones today, and that's going to be the Rode Video Mic 2 and the Rode NT USB Plus. Now that's the Rode NT USB Plus, not to be confused with the regular NT USB that doesn't have the Revelation preamp. The Revelation preamp, in my opinion, makes all the difference, and it's also got all the internal processing that gets rid of your noise and gives your vocals that nice full sound right out of the box without any post work. So it's kind of like a vocals for dummies sort of microphone, because almost anything out of it sounds good. Mind you, you can screw up audio with it. I have done this before by like having the microphone like too close to my mouth, for instance. If someone's gonna screw up audio, you can count on me to do that. Anyway, but right, so we're going to try and keep these two on an even playing field, and that means connecting them both into the same device. That's going to be my iPad. It's normally what I use for recording my voiceovers anyway, for my episodes and for my commercial work as well. I actually bought the Rode NT USB Plus for a commercial project where it worked out very, very well.
Every job we take on takes on a story of its own. It begins with an ask from our clients anchored by a brand's core beliefs.
And I'll be also connecting the Rode Video Mic 2 to my iPad for these tests via USB-C because I want to make sure that they're on an equal playing field, because if you're using the 3.5 mil jack to record out of the Rode Video Mic 2, you're not going to get the same audio, not even close, because first of all, you're recording at a much lower bit rate going through the regular audio jack, and also I'm going to be using the Rode apps to do the recording, and you can tweak the settings in the Rode app to also give your vocals a little bit more as well. So that's why I'll be using the iPad and the USB-C connection. Now, I've been doing some tests before this video, so I already know which microphone I'm going to be keeping. I sent some audio tests to my girlfriend. She couldn't really tell the difference between the two mics. So let's get into a little bit more about these mics, and then we'll do our comparison, and then I'm gonna have my conclusions for you. So off the bat, some of you are gonna think it's very strange that I'm comparing two microphones that are intended for two completely different applications. This microphone is really built for doing voiceover stuff or podcasts or what have you. This is really a vocal microphone, where the Rode Video Mic 2 is intended to be an on-camera microphone, although with that USB-C connectivity, it gives it the flexibility of handling so much more. A very, very, like, I've said it before in some of my other videos that I do love it when a product does double or even triple duty. So one of the things that makes the Rode Video Mic 2 very attractive to me, you can do so many different things with it. And it has been used for doing voiceover and podcast stuff. It's not unheard of. So I'm just explaining why I would be comparing these two very different microphones. But yes, this microphone, as far as the physical differences between the two mics, this microphone makes a lot more sense if you're going to be doing just the vocal stuff, voiceovers, podcasts, what have you. Everything just sounds so great straight out of this microphone with its internal processing and that Revelation preamp. Now, we do have physical controls that we don't have on the Rode Video Mic 2 with this microphone. We've got these two dials, the headphone as well as the balance, the mic headphone. balance and the headphone volume. We've got the USB connection on the bottom. So I do have a couple criticisms as far as the physical attributes of this microphone go. One is this pop filter. It works very well and it's gorgeous. But if you give this one little knock, it's going to have a dent in it because this metal is so thin. It's gorgeous looking, but it is very delicate. So I do recommend that you pick up something like I did. I got a RL Soco semi-hard case. They make a semi-hard case specifically for this microphone. And I have found that it's protected this microphone very well when it's in storage, which is most of the time because I don't normally have this out. So that's one of the downsides. If you are going to be using this on the desk often, I would not recommend this microphone stand. It's just too short. It's fine in a pinch if you're going to be using the microphone every once in a while, but if it's going to often be at your desk, you're going to want to boom it like I've got this microphone over here. Or you're going to want to find a microphone stand if you're using an on-desk microphone stand that's a little bit taller than this guy right here. So that's it really for the physical attributes of this guy here. Very solidly built microphone, so no real complaints. So the Rode Video Mic 2, this is a microphone that's certainly not going to come with a microphone stand because it's intended to be an on-camera microphone. Although, of course, like I said, you can use it for all kinds of stuff because you've got this USB-C out that's here on the side. And on the other side, you've got your 3.5 mil, either for headphone monitoring or to go to your camera. Now, if you are going to be using this on a desk, you're going to want to pick up a little tripod like this. I always recommend the Manfrotto Pixies. It's a Red Dot Award winner, beautiful little thing. You just push this little button and it allows you to move the ball head around like that and it locks into place very securely. But folded like that, it also makes for a really nice handle as well. It's actually really great if you've got a small mirrorless camera like the A6700 in a vlogging situation as well. So these come in very handy. I've got 3 of them. Those of you who own white ones will know how quickly they get dirty. My recommendation is to clean them with a magic eraser. It really cleans them up nicely. Unfortunately, it also cleans the Manfrotto logo off of the leg because normally it'll say Manfrotto here in silver. That's been gone for a long time. So all you've got as far as branding goes is that little dot that's left on there. Anyway, I've got 2 white ones and a black one. I wish that I had 2 black ones and 1 white one. Anyway, the white one does look really nice on a desk if you've got white accessories and stuff. Pick up a little tripod like this if you're going to be using it on your desk. Or boom it, like I've got this microphone here, as I suggested with the other one. This is always better if you're like doing podcasts, for instance, or voiceovers. If you're doing voiceovers often at your desk, it might make sense to have one of these too. It does come with this foam screen, which is great as far as a pop filter. Not going to be as effective when you're out in windy conditions outside. So for those of you who are going to be using it on camera and expect windy conditions, I do recommend that you pick up the dead cat for this microphone as well, which does not come with it. Right, the Ryco mount, very, very nice for reducing vibrations going to the microphone. So there are some clear advantages of having a microphone that's so compact and lightweight. This is a tiny fraction of the weight of the NT USB Plus, and of course a lot smaller. But there are some disadvantages as well. If you've got your headphones plugged into this, like I did for the test, as well as I had my iPad plugged into the USB-C port, got 2 big cables hanging out both sides of this little guy. If you're holding it by hand, which you wouldn't normally be doing, you have to be very careful that those cables aren't touching anything or you're going to transfer noise to the microphone capsule. It is quite directional, but not directional enough that you would be eliminating any noise like that. You were definitely hearing cables moving around in the microphone unless I was very still. So I was very still because I wanted to hold the microphone like this for the test, just for the tests, not normally. I would recommend that you keep this microphone stationary like so, using that tripod, just making sure you're not moving anything. If you've got headphones plugged in, chances are you'll be moving around, that cable's gonna be moving around. So there is a downside. That's a little bit of a problem. So you'll just have to be cognizant of that. So let's move on to the very brief test of these two microphones. I think Mark Bennett might be as wise and good looking as he thinks he is, which is very. I think Mark Bennett might be as wise and good looking as he thinks he is, which is very. I think Mark Bennett might be as wise and good looking as he thinks he is, which is very. I think Mark Bennett might be as wise and good looking as he thinks he is, which is very. So what did you guys think? Am I crazy? Well, of course, the Rode NT USB Plus is a microphone that's really made for this kind of thing. It's made for doing voiceovers, podcasts. It's made for making vocals sound fantastic. So obviously, it's going to slightly edge out the Rode Video Mic 2. Is it going to be so much better that it's worth me keeping the Rode NT USB Plus? No, it's not. For my purposes, I think that the Rode Video Mic 2 works just amazing. And with a little bit of post work, I can bring it sort of to that level where it's certainly going to be good enough for my client work and absolutely good enough for my YouTube videos. So I may have some ulterior motives about being so complimentary to Mark, and that's because I feel sort of bad. He had some very nice things to say to me about where he thought my channel was going to be by this time this year when we spoke at Profusion last year. Well, Profusion's coming up again in November, and I don't want to hide my face in shame when I see him in November, because where he thought my channel was going to be is not quite reality, because I really haven't been putting the kind of effort that he puts into his channel into my own channel. He's such a great guy, and I hope to see him again at Profusion in November. As usual, I hope you guys got something out of this one. If so, consider leaving me a thumbs up. If not, that's okay too. If you want to make sure you don't miss any of these in the future, please consider subscribing. And if you've got any ideas for future episodes, please leave that in the comments below. And until next time, keep working to make your chosen idea reality. Peace.